groupies. They're a bunch of Cheplack groupies. And I feel like Cheplack has blocked, he's blocked, like, well, I can't comment on his stuff anymore. What do you think that is? Well, I have. I don't know if that means anything or not. So I don't know. I did take away a few things, and sometimes you only need one thing to take away. I have to. I'm frozen up. Are we still going live on YouTube, Van?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Does everybody see me? Okay. Am I frozen up? I look cloudy.
Looking good to me.
Do I look good? Thank you, everybody. Good Monday morning. It's glad to be back. I've even turned your shit off over there. What is that? Turn it. Just go ahead and hit vibrate.
I had an alarm set.
So we don't have to hear your alarm or your phone call or your girlfriend looking for you. I don't want to hear none of that today. All right?
Fair enough.
I'm back. How was Saturday? Nobody did the show on Friday, did they? Everybody was doing what on Friday? You could have done it, couldn't you? Have you done one yet? Who thinks it's time for her to do one? Are you ready to do one?
It's coming.
Are you ready?
Am I ready?
Yeah.
I can.
You ain't. That's exactly right. Gracie, are you ready to do a morning grind?
Always.
I like that. See? So you're never going to get away from having fear. But what you can do is offset the fear with building courage. So, Lorema, you're going to have to do a morning grind soon, just so you know. Maybe tomorrow. Will you be ready?
Sure.
I like that. Don't be no chicken shit. I'm back, everybody. I'm glad to be back. My wife she just landed. She went to New York. I went to Orlando. Do have a question. Can't even get into the 60 seconds of gratitude because it's Monday. I don't even know what. I'm thankful I landed because I don't like to fly. But that flight did not bother me this time. This morning I've got a question. I'm going to go around the room. The people that work here, can they answer the question? What do we stand for? What would you say our core value? Where are you going, Lorema? Lorema? Oh, you shutting that door? What are our core values, Josh?
The three or just one?
Core values. Does everybody here, I want to see a raise of hands. And if you're watching this, if you own a company or you work for a company, you need to ask yourself this. Do you have company core values? Do you know ours? Don't say it. Raise your hand if you know it. Josh, is that a hand up? You're going to be on my shit list today. Get it up and keep it up if you know it. Do you not know it? Do you think you know it?
Yes.
What is it?
Courage, commitment, and confidence.
There you go. Did you know that? What were you going to say? Something different?
Well, I mean, those are what we always preach, but I feel like we're always here to grow, get better every day.
Yeah, but that's in commitment. See, we need
Confidence, commitment.
We need to always speak the same language. So when everybody says, "Hey, what are y'all about over there?" We're about three things: courage, commitment, confidence. And I got this while I was there. One of the things I got when I was there. Do you know a mission statement that we have?
Train, sell, promote.
No, that's Stevie's.
You know, like you trust someone.
No, that's not our tagline.
Z.
See, I got clear while I was down there. I was writing these notes. So there's going to be one thing that our new tagline, our little mission statement, our call to action, whatever you want to call it. Does anybody think they know what it is? The Hayden, the guy that's somewhat on time today. What is it?
The way you do one thing is the way you do everything.
I got a little tipsy and I was giving away some of my secrets Saturday night to Hayden. Someone I told you this?
No.
Or did you just know it? Did it just make sense?
I just knew it.
So if you, hey, everybody needs to type this in. Are you on here? Are you watching? Are you on here? You're not even on my show. You're just still in a seat. Get on the page. So type this in if you're here on the Good Time Tommy. Do you have Facebook?
Yeah, Facebook.
All right, look for Good Time Tommy. Like the page for me. I'd really appreciate it. How does this sound to you guys? And if Mark Dunn, you need to have this for yourself too. So I'm gonna come up with these. Everything's gonna be branded this way. Be committed. The way you do one thing is the way you do everything. Do y'all like that?
Mm-hmm. I like that.
Do you like it, Van?
I love it.
Everybody type in the comments, be committed. The way you do one thing is the way you do everything. You too over here, little China doll. I need you to do it too. So this is the one thing I learned at this Lindahl event. He's a realtor. He sold 4,000 homes last year. My video says it was interrupted. Be committed. The way you do one thing is the way you do everything. See, we need to have shirts that says be committed, and maybe on the back it could say the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. Or it should all be, you what?
I said I got it.
Got what?
With a big old
You
thing.
can. You could do it. I don't want our shirts to look like a NASCAR, but I do like the idea of having. I like clean, like polished, not a lot of stuff everywhere. So this guy up there that sells all those houses, we're talking like 4,200 houses. He's got 300 agents on his team, and he made the commitment to one word to get into the community. And he's got one line, one core value. Be generous. Everything he does is off be generous. He brands be generous. It's everywhere. But most people think whenever you're branding something, your message has to go specifically into what you do, real estate. So what I want to do is find ways to get more eyeballs. And people remember things. It's simple. It's clear. It's very understandable. How simple is be committed? The way you do one thing is the way you do everything. I toyed with this. I think the thing that you struggle with is the thing you like more. So Van liked be courageous the most. My wife liked be courageous. Maybe Bert liked be courageous. So I was deciphering between be courageous or be committed. Which one do y'all like more?
Committed. I like committed.
Huh?
I like committed.
See, you struggle with commitment. I do too. That's why commitment appeals to me. The one that you're missing, the one that you want, is the one that appeals the most to you. Tom Gavin, which one do you like more? Be courageous or be committed? Which one do you like?
Courageous.
See, I think in everyday life, commitment is always required. You don't have to be courageous to go home and be a good boyfriend to what's her name? Zena. I call her Samantha. Do you?
What the hell?
Yeah. See, you don't always have to be courageous, but you always have to be committed. Who agrees?
I agree.
Agree.
And here's what y'all are going to do. You're going to agree with what I'm selling the best. What am I the most passionate about? But I think when you're extremely committed, it's easier to find the courage. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If you're not as committed, I think it's harder to find the courage. So, Tom Gavin, what are you telling people over there in Maryland, Tom Gavin? What we're going to brand everywhere, and we got to make this like everybody sees this every single where. Be committed. The way you do one thing is the way you do everything. Van, will you post that in there? If you don't mind. Do we have any questions? Is anybody else here? Am I the only person here? Do you have any questions? Usually you have a question.
Being committed is doing things you don't want to do, and being courageous is doing things you're scared to do, right?
Committed, Josh, I appreciate the question. It's not a good question. No, I'm just kidding. If you think about this, how often do you need commitment?
Every day.
Man, did you want to get up this morning, go in there and did you want to go over there and do those planks? Did you want to do those? Why'd you do it? To what?
Better. Looking better.
Why do y'all come in here and make all those phone calls? Why do y'all come in here every single day at 8:15 or 8:17 or 8 whatever? What times you get here today? You know, see, that's our standard around here is be here by 8:15. A lot of other companies, what are they saying? See you on the meeting day.
Tuesday.
See you Tuesday. Yeah, think about that. That's where our level of commitment begins is, hey, you got to be here every day at 8:15. I don't tell you to be here at 8:15. Do I?
No.
Y'all just tell each other that. Have you ever noticed that? I ain't calling to say where I get here. Larima's calling or Josh is calling. It's not me. It'd be against the law if I did that, Mark Dunn. I can't call him up and do that, but you can. You ever notice that? So, commitment changed for me, and I'm about to go to the doctor, so I'm going to share this little bitty story. You know, there needs to be reasons why. Thank you, John Hart. There needs to be reasons for your message. There's 5 of them. Today I'm going to talk about one of them before I go to the doctor's office. September the 10th, 2012, I went into the doctor's office, got my results. The doctor came back and said, hey, dude, you're sick. You're type 2 diabetic, fat boy. I'd never been committed to health until walking out that day. I remember it like maybe in 2013. Man. No, it was 2012. Yes, it was 2012. I had never been committed to health. Didn't know what that looked. I did go work out, but that's not committed to health. What about my food? What about my drinking? What about all the other things that I was doing to myself? That day, that dude scared me into being committed to my health for the first time. I was 247 pounds. Went in there and weighed. I came back in December and I'd gone from 247 to 205. Everything changed, but everything changed because I became committed. So it was actually, maybe it was 3 months. 3 months I went from 247 to 205. That's commitment. What does commitment look like to your health? It's what you do every single day. It's what you don't do every single day. I got a little of that Woodford Reserve somewhere. I've hidden it in the house. Don't tell me where it is, Hayden. I know right where it is, but I need to quit going in there and having that one drink, just that one drink. I need, like whenever I did the 75 hard, no drinking for 75 days. I probably did have a couple bad meals, but I was working out twice a day. I was very, very committed. But see, here's how I justify getting healthier with my health is because of the tagline. The way you do one thing is the way you do everything. If I can't stay committed to my health, that indicates to me that I'm going to have a hard time committing us to 1,000 houses. Something's going to break down because commitment is a muscle that applies to every single thing that you do. If you want to be healthy, it requires commitment. If you want to be successful, it requires commitment. If you don't have commitment, you're going to struggle. It's going to take you longer. The sooner you can get sold on the commitment to yourself, to your idea, or that better version of you that's down the road, that dude that's 30, 31, 32, however old it is, 25, 30, wherever you want to put it, there needs to be this vision. To get from where you are to that day, there's going to require a lot of change, a lot of good things. It's going to require one thing. It's going to require commitment. Maybe it will require courage. But great things will always require commitment. It's always going to be commitment. So be committed. The way you do one thing is the way you do everything. I got to roll, Van. Go ahead and shut us down. But if you're watching this, put in the post, be committed. You're not committed to me. You're committed to yourself. Be committed. The way you do one thing is the way you do everything. If you're watching, let me know.